Hello, welcome to today's music review. I'm your host, Austin. Today, I'm going to review Pink Floyd's final album, The Division Bell. Now, this is not actually the final album because they're coming out with a new album this coming month called The Endless River, but that's also based off of the same sessions as The Division Bell. So, let's go on with today's music review. Going a little bit in depth of what the album consists of, this was the last of Pink Floyd's work to be made, which was in 1994, 7 years dating from the previous album, The Momentary Lapse of Reason. Much of the album deals with themes of communication, such as the idea that talking can solve more of life's problems. Seeing as there is no Roger Waters on this album and consists of the three Floyd members, such as guitarist David Gilmour, who also helped produce the album with Bob Ezrin, and drums and percussionist Nick Mason, and also keyboardist Richard White. Together, their creative minds created this album. Now, going on to the music, the album track list starts off with a song called Cluster 1. It's an instrumental track that starts off with a fuzzy noise, then cues into Gilmour's guitar, and then eventually Nick's drums. This is a peaceful track and a great way to start off the album, and a segue into the next song. This next song is an interesting track named What Do You Want From Me? And it starts off with a funky organ and drums, and surprises you with a nice blast of Gilmour's intense guitar solo. This particular song reminds me of what the initial Pink Floyd sound is like, such as Money, Time, and the song was inspired by Have a Cigar, just so you know. Next is a song called Poles Apart, which is a song that was widely interpreted to be about Syd Barrett or even Roger Waters, maybe even both. This song is a nice melodic song that has what sounds like a finger-picking classical guitar in the background and is about the band being apart from each other. After Poles Apart is a nice song called Marooned, which is a beachy-sounding instrumental that is supposed to make you feel like you're on a beach, somewhere in the Bahamas or something. It's a great song that you could listen to all night and slowly drift into sleep to. This instrumental is definitely my favorite instrumental, if not my favorite song on this record. I love it because it sounds like a beach. It makes you feel like you're on a beach. It makes you feel good about yourself. Next up is a song called A Great Day for Freedom. This is a great song that is about the fall of the Berlin Wall, which happened around the same time that this album came out. And it's also about guitarist David Gilmour's divorce that was happening around the same time also. This probably explains why the song sounds so uplifting. This next song is a song called Wearing the Inside Out. And this song is known for being Richard Wright's first lead vocal since 1973. It sounds like traditional Floyd, but has its certain aspects that make it stand out, like Rick Wright's vocals, and the distinctness of them. After that is a song called Take It Back. This song starts with a lot of ringing noises that's hard to explain, but it's also a song that's about Mother Nature and the earth. And if you treat the earth badly, it might take upon the whole human race, which is what the plague symbolizes. Next is a song called Coming Back to Life. It's a great and meaningful song that has powerful lyrics to it, but this is also a song that stands out lyrically the most to me. I also like how it has a nice beat, which is the bass and the cowbell working together at the same time. Afterwards is a song called Keep Talking, which is a song that is about the building up of humans to the impossible, and is to motivate humans to keep on talking, because that's how our greatest creations and inventions occur. And the biggest failures is by not talking. This song in particular also features Stephen Hawking's voice and features a talking box that is famously used by Peter Frampton. Next is a song called Lost for Words. This song is believed to be about Rick Waters because in the middle of the song that talks about the right one, which during the Wall sessions was forced out of the band by bassist Roger Waters for not fulfilling his job duties. This song is a great song. That's guitar riff reminds me of what Pink Floyd would sound in a cowboy rickety tone. Lastly is the closing track of the album called High Hopes, which starts off with church bells ringing and a piano playing the same chords for the first few seconds, which is about what life is like outside of the box and how the grass is greener on the other side. Referring to Gilmour's life living in Cambridge, it also ends with a conversation on the phone between the band's manager and David Gilmour's son, Charlie. What I give this album is a solid 8 out of 10. Overall, the album is a great album track-wise and lyric-wise. This is the last album that Pink Floyd has put out to date and reveals a lot of different experimentation with different instruments and also uses background singers in a few songs. This album is unique to the traditional Floyd sound and is a great album to show that Gilmour, Mason, and Wright can write and record music together without the help of Waters, even though Gilmour has admitted he made the record-making process easier. All in all, the album has nice transitions between songs. Nothing really stood out to me that was wrong production-wise. Other than the noise in Cluster 1, that seems like it was purposely put there anyhow. I'm just not a fan of that kind of feedback, although, because it just doesn't fit there. Thanks for watching today's episode of the Media Box. Be sure to watch other reviews from my friends Ian and Eric here.